Viewberg here. I don't know. I gotta record something, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna say in this video, but you know, with everything going on, it's sad. Because it is. It's sad. Um, the fact that, in the 50s, things were a little bit easier for people. You could go on vacation, and you can't even go on vacation anymore because people can't afford it. Sucks. Really sucks. But there may be hope with Trump, hopefully. Inflation can reduce, tax can be cut. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to be rich? Like Elon Musk, I don't think Elon worries when he goes into the store. He doesn't even know how much he bought his stuff. If he goes into the store right now and he just starts buying stuff, he probably doesn't look at the receipt and he probably doesn't even listen to how much it is. He just pays it off and then goes home and then just that feeling of, "Oh, I don't know how much I spent today. I just bought it. That's all." Yeah, you know how awesome that would be just to go into a store and just buy things and not worry about, oh my gosh, do I have enough? I want that. Not even look at a price and be like, oh, man, can't afford it. It just, it sucks. I don't like that. That's horrible. I just, I just wish things were easier. I wish I was rich. I wish somebody would help me get rich. I know nobody gives a shit because that's the way we're programmed as humans. We're not giving a shit about other people. I mean, that's why we rely on leaders and presidents and governors and but even that they don't care. I mean, I'm pretty sure Trump does seem to care because of the video I seen in the 80s of him when he was younger, 70s or 80s. I was like, wow, the shit that he's saying now, he said back then. That's crazy. It's just weird. It's wild. And people are like, Trump's a liar. I don't believe Trump. Trump is still the same dude as he always been. I don't think I want someone who cackles all the time, like Kamala Harris. We did it, Joe. The hell is that? What is that? Laughing, giggling, and then the things she does with buses or transportation with wheels. They take you places. No shit. No shit. And people are upset because Trump did the whole transgender thing, which is like trans women in women's sports should not be allowed. I agree. Because you're still a biological male. And it's true. Let's pretend doesn't count. I'm still a dude, no matter what I do. It's weird how this big thing right here is just so noticeable. It's pretty funny. But it's true. Like, what guy can, like, guys are tough. You know, I don't work out. I don't. I'm serious. This is what I do. I sit here all day long. I sit in this chair all day long. I don't work out. I really do not work out. But somehow I'm I'm big. I'm big. I mean, I eat a lot. Yeah. I mean, I'm chubby, I got fat, but I'm still big. Why is that? Because I'm biologically programmed as a male. So you're kind of gifted with these kind of superpowers without having to do things. So it's kind of like, you know how like when you get a game and I don't know, it's been a while since I played video games. But you know how like you choose like an archer, you get a little bit more increase in the archer because you chose the archer character, or you get a one-handed uh choice of a one axe in a video game, and so you have that skill already, but it's just like a little bit more. It's kind of like that. Like you like if you choose a character, depending on which one you choose, they already have skills, but not as big. You get what I'm saying? You just got to build it up more because you mostly have it. It's kind of like that. You're programmed to have that skill because I am a male. I'm biologically programmed to have more muscle mass. Even though I don't work out, I'm programmed to have more muscle mass. So that's why trans women shouldn't be in women's sports because you're automatically gifted with this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have muscles. Even though I don't use it, it's still there because my testosterone. It's genetically programmed in me. You can't change that. You can't change it. You're you're stuck with it genetically, biologically. But the left, they think otherwise. I know. They do. It's I don't get it. I don't get it. I really just don't get it. They literally think that men should be in women's sports. I don't get it. But then again, with everything else, it's just sad. We live in a very sad. Um, but as sad as it is, we should always hang on to hope. That's basically the whole point of this whole video, of this crazy world, is as crazy as it is, you should always hold on to a little bit of hope. Just hang on. Can things get better? Absolutely. Just you got to keep fighting. As men have been programmed to constantly fight. That's just the way it is we have been programmed. This is evolution. It's not just men. It's all part of life. All programmed to fight, to conquer, win. and do what's best for society. That's literally it. And to make sure everybody can be happy. Men suffer while everybody else should be happy. Men have to suffer. It's part of reality. Men suffer. Um, it's horrible, but it's true. If you really look at history, it was brutal back then. I hate when people say like, "Oh, well, today it's more dangerous today." No, no, no. You think it's more dangerous today? Go back in time. If you even dare to do the shit that you guys do today, even wear girls' clothes, you be killed immediately. Everybody would be killing everybody today if they came back to life. If people from the past back then came back and they saw what was going on today, there'd be war. There'd be the war would start like that. There would be World War III in a heartbeat. The men would obliterate anyone that just looks different, that doesn't match. You may think this is a joke, but this is true. I'm being for reals. If the people back then came back, they would be embarrassed and be like, "This is not what we fought for. What the hell is this?" I don't know. I feel like the world is just, and everybody sees it. This is why Trump got elected. Trump got elected because people see what's going on and they're just tired of it. People want money. People want to live the dream. People want to do something big with their life. I want to do something big with my life. I don't want to just sit in this apartment, still doing the same job that I've been doing for 3 years, 3 to 4 years. I don't want to do it. I have nothing against it. It's just that's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. Is be working at some food place. That's not something I want to do. Everybody, I mean, some people want to stick to that. I don't want to stick to that. I prefer living the life and freedom. And with freedom, when you have money, you have freedom. You have freedom to be alone, which I'd rather be alone. Uh, just living my life by myself. I don't really care about interaction with people. Uh, I still believe the only path to making the future futuristic, just around the corner, like make it happen so quickly, like a boost. I want a boost in the future of humanity is through artificial super intelligence. But, excuse me, I feel like everybody is just afraid. They're afraid of AI. They're afraid that AI will, destroy humanity. And but I don't see any other path. Humans are too slow. I feel like humans have trouble comprehending with how to fix things, because there's so much to deal with, that how do you organize? You can't organize. So how do you organize things? I mean, I hear this from Trump, the shit that he had to inherit from the previous administration is just, it's hard to keep up with it. It's like where do you start? There's so much that you gotta look into, and it's like, it's mind-boggling. How do you fix it? How do you fix whatever the damage that somebody has made? The only solution is get an AI to do it. I know people say like, "Well, why an AI?" Because AI has a faster thinking process. Think of it like a calculator. I know it's a stupid analogy, but or a computer. Think of your computer or your phone. Your phone can think like that. You can like something and then you have a suggestion, right? That's it's like, "Oh my gosh, it knew what I liked." It kind of works in the same process. It has a faster thinking process. That's what computers do. They think fast, they think quickly, they multitask. So a computer can just pull up information, hold that for a bit, go back and switch and keep going. And it just gathers up information that you throw at it at a very high speed. Humans got to look at things one by one by one by one. And it's kind of like, oh, now I'm not organized. I can't, like, where does this go? Do I put this over in this folder? Do I put it in? It's like humans are just scrambled. Ugh. But computers or AI, they have more of a well organized, pattern, basically. So when they start looking for information, it knows where to go. That's why I always talk about on my channel artificial superintelligence. I've said this previous in videos. My whole video started off with artificial intelligence, robots, okay, fembots, an AI girlfriend or something, because I feel like that's going to be the future, because it is the future. Now, it's not that I don't want to be with a real person. It's just women today have changed, men today have changed. Everything has just declined with everything. There's nothing to accomplish anything in this world. I'm one of those people that's like, I wish I can discover something, but I can't because it's already been discovered. So what's the point? So I look in video games and I'm like, oh, what if I can discover something before another player? Or what if I can discover something that developers forgot? Like, see, this is the beauty of why most white men play video games and they're not procreating. Because this is why we're going extinct. We're becoming a minority, and everybody knows that white people are becoming a minority. We are. We're becoming a minority. Is that a good thing? I don't really care. It's good and not good at the same time. I just don't care. It sucks. I'm the type of person that's like, I wish we didn't come to America because I think that was our downfall. But I get why we came to America. I get why we came to America. So it kind of is like, I get why we're here. I get why we're in America because we wanted freedom, and the government over in Europe didn't allow us to have the freedom. So Christopher Columbus sailed all the way over here because he wanted freedom. He wanted to have that freedom to speak freely, to just have the freedom to conquer and just say, hey, I want that freedom and liberty. Because you couldn't do that over in Europe. They wouldn't allow you to do that in Europe. I get that. I get why we came over here. So it does. It makes sense, dude. But now everything that is happening now in America is just turned to shit because everyone's sensitive. Everyone's offended. Doesn't matter what you say or do. They're always going to find one little thing and be like, he hurt my feelings. He hurt my feelings. He said this. Oh my gosh. Like, for example, me making this video. I mean, there's a lot of people that's gonna look at this video and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what Colin said is it's pretty offensive," or "I can't believe Colin is saying this." It's just it. If you don't like what I say, then don't watch me. Now we have this stupid cancel culture, and people are just like, "Oh, I don't like what this person said. Cancel, cancel, delete him, remove him. He shouldn't have a platform." Everybody should have a voice. Everyone should have a voice. And let the people, you know, give their opinion. I believe people should have their opinion. I know people are not going to like me. This is perfectly normal. There's not going to be many people who are going to like me. Then there are going to be people who are going to like me. I prefer the pagan tradition of European white men. I wish we stayed with that, not Christianity. I just don't believe that Christianity should have been the white man's religion. Now, I'm not saying I want to go back to the pagan tradition or anything like that. I'm glad that I'm an atheist thanks to science. Even though science is being a little shit right now by this whole wokeness in science as well. And it's just like, really? We're going down this road with science? Like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I like the dude, I do, but he's all like, well, gender is blah blah blah. And like, come on, bro. Like, really, we're gonna go down that road. It's like, well, what is gender, right? Gender, it can be anything. I was like, I don't know. I saw something on Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then he said something about the gender. It was a while back. I forgot what he totally said, but I'm gonna be honest, dude. Most of these people are just wokies, and it's just getting kind of annoying. Nobody wants that woke shit, you know? There's two genders, okay? Two genders. Sometimes there's a hiccup. I hear this all the time, but there's intersex. And I get that. I get that. But still, there's two genders. Yes, there could be a gender that could, like, you develop, a male's, but don't have the scrotum, but you have the penis, just not the scrotum. And you have the vagina and the penis. So when people say that, they're like, oh, intersex. That is a thing. That is a thing. I will give you that. But what's with all this? Well, there's more than three genders. There's infinite of genders. No, there's not. There's not. There's trans women. There's trans men. It's like really, really. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. You're still either a man or a woman. It's same shit. You're still a man, you're still a woman. It's that simple. You can't change who you are. You're still the same thing. It doesn't matter. It still goes to two genders, trans man, trans woman. See, it's got woman, it's got man. So it's still two genders. It doesn't make it a fourth gender. Well, trans man could be a fourth gender. No, it's not a fourth gender. You're still a dude just trying to identify as something else. That's what it is. This world is crazy. It's crazy. And people are like, oh, we're living in such a racist country. This world is brutal. This world is brutal. You guys haven't seen the shit back then. Have you guys looked at history? You wouldn't survive. I wouldn't even survive. I'd probably be killed because of the way I am. But then again, they would look at me and they would say, like, hmm, I could change you. I could make you a better man. I can fix you. And they probably would. They would probably fix me. But because of the way the world is, they would get after everybody if the people in the past saw the way everything is today. It's crazy. It's sad the way the world is. I know I'm just rambling about. I'm always rambling every single day. I had to make a video, but it's true. It's true. We live in a crazy world. It's just every day that I wake up, I'm always just like, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this point? And I do. I think about that every single day. Like, how did we get here? And I don't mean like, life itself, because that I believe in the whole evolution, everything evolved. Um, but I'm talking about as a society, like everyone becoming sensitive. Why is the government doing this to us? Like, why use human as slaves when you have robots now? Like, you can't get robots to do the dirty work for you. You have to use humans, innocent human beings, people who have feelings. Like I can feel, I have emotions. I'm programmed a way that I sleep. I do. I sleep. I have to eat. I have to drink. I'm conscious. I hurt. Even when I go to work, sometimes my back hurts. Sometimes my arm hurts. I gotta stretch a little bit. Gotta stretch a bit. Gotta move my arm a bit, right? It's just kind of, but it slows things down. But a robot can do work. If we program robots to work much, much better. Pain, robots don't feel pain. They won't have to feel pain if you don't program it to feel pain or any sort of feeling. So a robot is its brain is only work, 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 work. That's it. We know how the world is. I get it. I get it, but like going to work and saying, like, "Hey boss, well, what do I do today?" you know, how many do I do? How busy has it been? How's the sales going? How much longer do I got to do? And your boss tells you, "Oh, I need this one last thing from you. Oh, I need you to do this real quick." All right. Even once it hits the clock that you're supposed to clock out, you still go like, "Oh, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That should be you should be happy about that. That's more money in your wallet, right?" They keep you. That's what I think. I'm like, well, I'm getting money, so it's right. I'm getting some sort of money in my wallet. But, but seriously, like, shouldn't we have developed something by now where nobody has to work? Where's the futuristic tech? Where's the futuristic tech? Somebody tell me this. Where's I mean, I seen it in movies, but I don't see it in real life. Where's the cyber roads? Where's the cyber street lights? Where's the cyber buildings? Where's the city that's futuristic? I mean, Japan is on the right path, but it's still not quite there yet. I think we need to speed up the process. Okay, even China's a little. I mean, they're upgraded, but I still think like we're still stuck in the present. I want to go to a place where everything is futuristic. I don't know. That's just the way I look at things. I want to see a futuristic place, cars. I want to see buildings that move, like rotate or something. I want to see some crazy shit. I want to see some crazy shit. I want to see a flying car. Okay. I want to see someone have a jetpack going places. Where's that at? Are we going to experience that? Are we going to experience that in our lifetime soon? I mean, I see this shit, but I don't see it fully. It's just, I don't know. Again, I feel like everybody's just behind on everything, and it's kind of sad. It's pretty sad. Um, I don't know. I wish the world was more futuristic. That's just the way I look at it. I want flying cars. I don't want to pay for things anymore. I want things to be free. I always say there's so much material in space. That's why I wish Elon Musk would just get to Mars really quick, open it up so we can have all this stuff. I want all this stuff. I'm not saying I want things totally for free. I mean, if there is something we could come up with, excuse me, in the future where you need something, maybe not money, but something else. You don't have to work, but you do have to do something to acquire something, to buy something. Like, think of it like if you want something, you're going to have to join a certain thing and then do it for a year just to acquire this special thing. Like, like food is free. Let's say that food is free. You can get food. You can get as much as food as you want. Food is free. It doesn't matter. Chicken, steak, it's just drinks, everything's free. But let's say you want a car, but this is not no regular car. This is some crazy futuristic type of car that goes, I don't know, close to 1,000 miles per hour, I guess. That's crazy. But let's say that there's a car that goes that fast, right? Um, you're gonna have to do something. Like, I don't know, like a community service type thing. Or you're gonna have to work for something in some government type shit. I don't fucking know. It's something like that. Or some law type thing, you know? I can't explain it, but like you have to work for this type of thing. So if you want something that is like like a item or some vehicle or an aircraft or something that you want, you're gonna have to work for that. But everything else should be like a buffet. Like food is free. Just like you get food for free. Like I said I think in the previous video, uh think of it like the fifth element with the whole, how Mila puts in an empty bowl in the fifth element, and then when she pulls it out, there's a whole bunch of food in there all of a sudden, and she's like, chicken, Lilu from the fifth element. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. Like, so we're using some sort of technology that can duplicate food through atoms and, you know, quarks or something. We're toying with the universe in some way. We're duplicating you know, these atoms that is holding like my skin together. Let's say like think of it like the Willy Wonka movie, the first one, right? We all seen Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder, right? So remember where Mike TV stands in this little platform and he breaks into millions and millions of pieces and gets transferred to the TV and then he appears on the TV. Because they wanted to do that with the chocolate, right? So they did it with the chocolate first. And it's like, oh, where did the chocolate go? Oh, it's right above your head. You see these little tiny little bits of pieces right above your head? That's the chocolate. So what's happening is it's being transferred into the TV. Think of it like that. I guess that's the best way I can explain it to you guys is like maybe something like that in the future where it's like, but duplicating the item. So you see the item floating above your head instead of shrinking it to the size. Let's say like it's just duplicating. So you're making copies of the same food, and but you're receiving it. So whatever you're eating, I'm eating the same thing you're eating, right? Because I'm duplicating. I'm breaking it into millions and millions of pieces. But not only am I doing that, I'm making copies of it and making more copies of it, which means food will be free. Food will be free in the future. If only artificial superintelligence can figure a way to do that. Then we can make that happen. And don't say, oh, well, that will never happen. Come on. Oh, right. Well, I heard what we cannot fly, but now we developed an aircraft called planes and helicopters. Yeah, people in ancient times, they wanted to fly, but they didn't know how to do it until the Wright brothers created the airplane, right? Exactly. So the Wright brothers in what, 1908, 1905, somewhere around there, they created the first aircraft that actually flew. So there you go. So we developed all this stuff. I mean, look, your memory card can be the size of your pinky. Literally your pinky. Yes, this long nail that I have right here. Smaller than that. Smaller than this nail that I have. I'm kidding. I don't do that stuff. I don't do that stuff. I swear, I don't do that stuff. I promise you guys. I do not do that. I promise you. I just don't bother cutting my nails. I'm too lazy. At least I admit that. I'm a lazy person. But it's the truth. It is the truth that you can do all this stuff, and we say we couldn't do it, but we did it in the past. And now we have it more. Like in the past, we wanted it, but now we have it. So we wanted to go build these skyscrapers. Who knew we can do all this stuff? Everything that you're seeing, men have built. Men have built. Men have done. Because we were determined to make it happen. That's why men are we're eager. We want to be that conqueror. That's what men are programmed to do. We're supposed to be like, if someone says, "Oh, you can't do this," man's like, "The fuck? Hell yeah, I can. Watch me." That's just the way men are. Maybe not physically fly, but we do know how to fly. Planes, right? Imagine a man back then saying, "Well, wouldn't it be nice if I could talk to you overseas?" I wonder, I guarantee you somebody said this back then, probably in the cowboy days, the western days. Oh, well, I'm heading to France now. I wish I could talk to you. I know, same here. You got your cowboy hat on, you're sitting there and you're just like, well, I wish I can do all this, right? I wish I could talk to you, but sucks that you're going to France. I'm here in the United States. I mean, imagine that. They had this little conversation and they couldn't do it, right? How am I supposed to talk to you when you're in a different country now? Well, now we figured it out. Now I can talk to people from all over the world, and that is called a cell phone. That's exactly the same shit. We figured it out. Us men figured it out. How can we talk? How can I talk to my neighbor without going over to his door? How can I go over and talk to somebody who lives in a different state or country? Well, now I can. Cell phones. Now I don't even have to do it with this. Now I can see you in a different country using FaceTime. Now we've created cameras, live streaming. Now people can see people from around the world. But imagine people back then. Imagine people back then. You think people actually were, people wanted to do this, but they couldn't do it because they couldn't figure it out. But one man said, no, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out a way how we can talk to people in different areas from around the world. So now I have to put a camera in these things called cell phones, and the camera can go right here. I mean, somebody had to design this, right? So, people design, they have to, and you know what? And it's still evolving. People today are still evolving, making phones better, more stuff to do with it than cell phones. People are going to continue on and on and on, all this stuff. It's going to keep escalating. You know why? Because men are programmed to keep going, to keep moving forward. That's what makes men and humans great, is we keep fighting for the future. and what's best for the future. We don't give up. That's cool about us humans, right? We don't give up. How do we make this happen? How can we sit at a table, we put on our suits, we sit at a table, we negotiate, we try to come up with plans, we try to invent, we have a person in a room sitting there on a board trying to do all this stuff, and that's literally where we're at with society. But it's the truth. That's why humans, men, women, we don't give up. We keep fighting for the future, and I want the future. I want futuristic buildings. I don't want to look at modern times. That's why I'm so upset. That's why I'm so deeply sad. Because every time I look at everything, it's the same bland thing. Like the buildings, they're boring. The streets, boring. Everything that I see when I go outside, it's just the same shit that it was in the 50s. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is cars and people's clothes and a little bit of the buildings, with the whole signs making it more updated, but it's still the same shit. The roads are not futuristic. There's nothing technology about the roads, the sidewalk. I mean, it's just it's still black concrete. It's nothing, it's not like glass in the roads, like, or some sort of like that looks like glass. Nothing that, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on, we need to be updated. Can we come up with something for the roads? Can we come up with something with the sidewalks? Can we come up with something for the parking lot? Can we come up with something with newer buildings? Something that is actually unique to look at? Can we please look at something that's more updated? Please. No. That's what I want to see. I want to see something like that. Because it is, it's heartbreaking. I might be the only one that's sitting here. Again, my videos are like almost an hour because I keep rambling on and on and on because I see the way the world is, and it really is kind of depressing. It's like nothing changes. Nothing is ever changing. Like I want to see some new tech. And I don't mean cell phones. I don't mean like video games either, I mean, yeah, cell phones are cool. I mean, this is the only thing that's upgrading. Like, I want something unique. I want to go outside of my house and be like, "Wow, that building is really cool." And then, "Oh shit, look at this car." And then stare at it as it goes by, and I'm just mind fucked by what I just saw. Oh, what is that? What the hell? Dude, like, and you look up and you see something that's flying, and you're just like, what is that? And, like, and you see it come down, and you're like, what the hell? Where is that at? Are we ever gonna get that soon? I don't want to see, oh, a UFO. I'm so tired of these UFO thingies and these drone type thingies. I want to see somebody flex something that's like, did that dude just come out of a flying car? No way. And now he's driving on the road. He's like, yep, this is my new vehicle. Not only does it drive, but it also flies. you know? Not only does it drive, but it also flies. Can't wait for that to happen. Hopefully, we can see this happen. I don't know. I feel like everybody's taking forever. That's why I'm always pushing AI. I'm like, artificial super intelligence, come on. This is taking forever. When are we gonna find cures for diseases and cancer and tumors and I guess you can put it diabetes, huh? Diabetes. No, but I know. the thing is like, shit tastes good, and plus, dude, how can you go without life without drinking any sugar? So I'm sorry about this, but it's just there's no point in life if you can't enjoy something that tastes good. It's good, but there's a there's a consequence when something tastes good, and it can, fuck you up. Your body will mess up because your health will decline because you drank some sugary drink, you know, or you're eating something sugary or something with a lot of fat and oil and grease, which you shouldn't be eating, but we eat it anyways. So, yeah, there's consequences to everything. But I know, it got a little dark outside. I'm sorry. You can still see me. I'm pretty sure you guys can still see me. But the thing is, if we had AI, artificial superintelligence, things would be better. Things will be better. And the reason why I say this is because with artificial superintelligence, it can find cures, it can find diseases, and it can fix these issues. That's what I want. I want something to help the future. I want a boost in life, not just me, but everybody else. I need something to boost. And that's the point of me electing Trump. Excuse me. Um, Sniffles. I got the sniffles. I'm sniff. But anyways, no, this is why people elected Trump because Trump is trying to turn on easy mode for people like you and me, brokies, basically broke people. And that's the thing. Like people don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke. I want to have my own place. I just want to relax. I want to relax in my own place. I don't have to worry about anybody or anything. Excuse me again. Um, the drink. But nobody like I want to relax. I want to just relax in my own home, my own place, not in some apartment. And I just want to just say, "Yep, this is my place." And then on relax again. So I don't have to relax again. I just want to relax knowing that I have something. And then after that, go back to doing what I'm doing. I just want to wake up every day and feel like I'm doing something badass, you know? That's why in my previous video, I keep talking about the virtual machine where I stand on this platform that's like hollow tiles, the Disney thing, because I want to be on that and be in this world so I can feel like I'm doing something badass. Like I want to battle, I want to kill giants, I want to feel powerful and I want to train myself into feeling like I'm some sort of badass, if that makes sense. I don't want to be, holding a controller and just like most people do. I mean, a controller is gay in my book. I mean, I did it when I was young. It was fun, but it gets boring after a while holding a controller. It's true. Um, but then when you get older, the controller kind of disappears, and it's just like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to hold a controller anymore. I'm tired of controllers. I want to be the character now. I want to be the character. I want to be something, you know? I think that's just the way it goes. Like, yeah, I've done it with a video game, but now I want to be in it. I want to be part of it. Like, I want to be, putting on some suit. I want to go against people in some shooting game. I want to fucking walk on the hollow tiles. I want to walk around feeling like a badass. Boom, boom, boom. taking out enemies. I want to feel cool. That's why I prefer the virtual world over the real world, because I know the real world, a lot of people will be like, well, what do I do in the real world? Why would I want to do it in the real world? Because, dude, that has consequences. Which in the video game, there's not much consequences. Does that make sense? I mean, there's consequences in the video game. Don't get me wrong, there's consequences in video games. But in the real world, I can't drive fast. I mean, some cop will find who I am and they'll be like, sir, did you speed on this highway? And then I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like you almost ran into a vehicle because they will get you. Okay, this is going to happen in the future. You can't do these things. The things that you guys want to do on the road will be removed. I'm just letting people know, heads up. Why do you think they're starting to install self-driving cars? Just saying. This is me thinking on something. Why are they putting that? Self-driving cars. Nobody thinks about this shit. Why do you think they want things to be electric too? Why do you think everything is going through technology now? Because now, if the cops want to get you, they can just shut down your car. They can do that. That's going to be the future. You driving will start to change everything. I'm not kidding. People are going to be like, vroom, 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 and then all of a sudden, you'd be trying to start your car, but you can't start it, and you're just like, what the and it's because a cop decided to shut down your vehicle. That's going to be the future. That's where the future is heading. So if something doesn't like something that you're doing outside, they can stop you. So the future is going to be a scary place. It is going to be a scary place. But I believe that it should be a fair place. I do. I think like people should respect the law. That's what I believe in. Now, I believe in freedom, but I believe in when you go outside of the house, you should respect. I don't care what people do in their own homes. You can look at whatever the fuck you want to look at. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can, as long as you're not harming an actual child or harming a person or doing anything that is like involving, you know, ending someone, then I'm completely okay with what you do. I don't care what you do. It's none of my business. Your privacy is your business. But the moment you step outside your front door, you should always respect the law. You should always respect the law. That is where the line draws. The moment you step 1 foot outside, game over. But the moment you step back into your house, I don't know. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. That's just the way I look at it. I think life should be like that. I know it sounds like, oh, well, that means my freedom is gone and da da da. No, your freedom is not gone. Your freedom is still there. You can still do all the stuff that you want to do, which I do want outside of my home, but I do want laws. Like, I'm not stopping you from going to the store, but when you go into a store, you're gonna not steal. You're not going to disturb somebody else. You're not going to harass somebody else. You're just going to do what you need to do. Go to the store and do what? Shop. What do you want? Okay, you want that? You can do that. But the moment you start being a weirdo and a creepo and start doing all this other crazy shit, then yeah, then that's when the law should go up to you and say, hey, don't be doing this shit. Next time you do this shit, exactly. That's just the way I look at it. I look at life like that. That's the way life should be. Once you step outside, you should do that. Or oh, I can't take a picture of this building or something like that. I know that's the thing in North Korea. Like government official buildings, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what building. I mean, if you want to take a picture of the White House, I don't know if that's, I think you should, but I think you should do it from a distance. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, but I still think, some things should have some sort of restriction. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wish I could get into this field. I wish I can talk to important people on this issue. Um, who knows? But I do. I believe in respecting the law outside of my house. But I want the future. I want the future to be here. I want lots of money. I wish I can get rich. That's the only thing that goes through my mind. It sucks. The reason why I'm depressed, the reason why you're depressed, the reason why most people are depressed is because they're broke. You're not rich. When you're not rich, you can't do anything because you're broke. I can't get this. I want this, but I can't get it. I want it, but I can't get it because I'm broke. Um, I know I'm looking at the time right now. It's at 57. I've recorded for 57 minutes. Um, it's just, I don't know. If there is a way I can get rich, I would take that road. I mean, I believe that I will be rich. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know. Saving's not going to do much. I'm going to have to invest in something. Or I'm going to have to wait until somebody sees my video on YouTube or hears what I have to say on YouTube. And then eventually they're going to be like, I hear you really want to get rich. And maybe they'll help me get rich. Maybe somebody will be like, I got a job for you. And it pays a lot of money. And somebody can do that. Somebody can actually see this video that I'm making right now, and somebody can be like, hey, let me help this dude out. This dude knows how to speak. The dude knows how to talk. This dude is a very cool dude. He's V-Berg. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm this dude. I'm V-Berg. Even though you can barely see it because it's so damn bright, but I'm that dude. Okay? I'm this guy right here. V-Berg. I'm that guy. And I know with V-Berg, it means something. V-Berg. I'm V-Berg. I am a Vogelsberg, but I just cut my name and called it V-Berg. That's why I'm V-Berg. Because I know I'm something. I know I'm badass. I know you can barely see me because of that blue brightness, but that's what I am. That's why I call myself V-Berg, because that's what I am. Other than that, I'm probably gonna cut it here. I've been recording for pretty much an hour, and I do love talking. I love talking a lot. It's just something I like doing. But when I start recording, when I'm about to record, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's the point of this. Like, when I'm recording, I'm like, I don't know what to say. What do I say? But then when I hit record, I just start blurring things out of my mouth. Like, that's me. I just start Uh, let me talk about this real quick. Let me talk about politics. Let me think. Did you let me? I think the world is gone to shit. I think everything. Sometimes in life you wake up and you just think, hey, this this and that and this and that. Trans people and trans this. Oh man, did you see this? Oh man, the sky is beautiful, futuristic Mars planets. I don't know. Most of my video is just a mishmash of everything that just comes to my mind. That's basically it. Hey, I'm a funny dude. I know I can be serious in my videos, but I am a funny dude. I know. It's like, why couldn't you act like this in front of the whole entire video? I don't know. Sometimes I just because I want to be real with you guys. That's why. I want to be real with everybody. I try to be as realistic as I can. That's why I'm a funny dude, but I like being real with people. If I'm gonna be serious and I want you to take me serious, I'm gonna have to talk serious throughout the whole video. Yes, I can be funny, but that's not why I'm making videos. I'm trying to make videos so I can reason with people, so people can know how serious I am about what I want. Yeah, I can be funny, and sometimes I do funny stuff in my videos. It's just I'd rather be realistic first. But other than that, guys, I am VBerg. I know you could probably barely see me. Hey, yeah, see, there you go. You kind of see something. But I am VBerg. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Is it turning purple? I think it's turning purple now. Even though the light is blue. I think it's just the way it's blending in. But like and subscribe. I am VBerg. You can't see shit. This is a blob of light. Well, there you go. You see something. I'm VBerg. I'm out. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Or comment, whatever. Do what you gotta do.